The last few days have been pretty slow. And so I'm going to let God take control over this one. And they've been recovery days and, uh, leaning too much into comfort and making the excuse of, oh, I just did this really hard thing. I deserve to rest. In reality, it's a privilege to exhaust my body to glorify God and what I did. Um, that suffering was such a privilege and a mere fraction of what Jesus went through. So this, I'll segue into utilizing your gifts that we've been given, and it's a disservice not to use them. And unfortunately, we get stuck in this mindset of, oh, I need to make money. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do it that way. Says who? I don't see any script saying how you need to do anything. Don't be afraid to push back uh, a little bit. And it takes pain and hardship and years of falling on your butt over and over and over again. And maybe some years of maybe lukewarm focus where, you think you might want something, but you just don't want it bad enough. And I've definitely spent years and years in that exact situation. And ever since dedicating my life to Christ, it's been a complete 180 where it's more a disservice if I don't do those things. And I know how to discern from situations properly, more so than I did years ago. I 2024, God uh, put on my heart, use your voice. Like, okay, what does that entail? So I started making videos like this. I'd record them every single night at the end of the night, and I would just talk about my day. Say, I did this. And a lot of it would be very watered down, where it'd be the same. Like, today was pretty solid. Went to the gym, hit biceps, got some work done. He quotes, got some work done. Like, what did that actually entail in my life then? Now, I don't give myself enough credit for the things that I've learned, but I am, or I was pretty slow at getting them out. So we're speedrunning things in uh this capacity and making it public. So, uh, and I relate that to Jesus did everything for us in public. I should live for him in public. So I should use my gifts in public to glorify his name at the end of the day, to make heaven crowded. And using my voice now is very natural for me, where I I don't even think twice about it. Like, I love being able to get in front of the camera and just talk about certain topics and trying to encourage people to be better. And there's this thing where we strive so hard to be perfect. I'll put this out when everything's perfect. I'll start that business when I'm out of debt. I'll uh, be happy when fill in the box. We'll call these fill in the boxes. In reality, that's a facade. It's, you know, the only thing that'll fill that void is Christ. And all those little subsets are now I'm not trying to negate anything because we should have fun with it. And we should be trying to lead people to be better and to God. But nothing will fill that void like Christ does. And I acknowledge that now. And especially with the desires God's put in my heart to use my athletics to the best of my ability, to use my creativity to the best of my ability, to use my voice to the best of my ability, to use my business ideas to the best of my ability. Because I'm going down swinging. I'm going to exhaust my body for everything that I have in the tank to be better in all facets of life. And there's this Japanese way pottery. Let me get the example about, see if I can remember the page. Okay. So in Japanese pottery, there's an artful form of repair called kintsugi. I don't know if I butchered that, but when a piece of ceramic pottery breaks, rather than trying to restore it to its original condition, the artisan accentuates the fault by using gold to fill the crack. This beautifully draws attention to where the work was broken, creating a gold vein. Instead of the flaw diminishing the work, it becomes a focal point, an area of both physical and aesthetic strength. The scar also tells a story of the piece, chronicling its past experience. We should carry our scars everywhere we go, because those scars tell a story. We're all made in God's image, and we wouldn't be who we are currently without those scars along the way. For the longest time, I wanted to hide my scars. I didn't want to show them whatsoever. I was embarrassed in a lot of ways. I was embarrassed for who I was. So I was always trying to fit in. And multiple occasions, countless occasions, where I was just reminded of, you're not meant to fit in. And yeah, I have my friends, don't get me wrong, but it was more along the lines of fitting in places I knew I didn't belong. And I was always okay with that, but there was still that desire to try and fit in. If that makes sense. And going to New York City reminded me, I'm like, wow, this is great. Everyone's weird. Everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone's hustling. The energy's just different. It's very inspiring. The city lights, et cetera, et cetera. Very easy to get distracted there, but I was able to discern properly in a lot of ways. And then in some ways, had a little too much fun, but it happens. Make mistakes, dust your feet off, keep on moving forward. Proverbs 4:25-27 says it perfectly. Pull it up. Let your eyes look straight ahead, fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil. And it's a good reminder, because devil tries to weigh us down. Shame, guilt, embarrassment, when in reality, just keep moving forward. Can't look back in the rearview mirror. As soon as you look in the rearview mirror, you know, might be in the other lane. You might be in someone else's lane. So keep moving forward. But nothing is perfect in this life. So we should proceed anyway. And just knowing there's people out there who have done it, and that in itself is inspiring. A lot to learn though. So I'm in a position where not much, I'm not even going to give that pendulum power. Nah. I have all I need. I have my gifts. Just got to keep showing up. So the end goal is to own a basketball team. I really love that form of entertainment and bring Christ into the NBA. I want to be the first NBA team that will have that recognized. We would be the worst NBA team in the entire league. So the goal is to own a farm and provide healthy food for Americans because they deserve to eat healthy. And right now, in this season that I'm in, head down, focus, and knowing where those goals lie, doing my current work with integrity and knowing the actual purpose down the line. So, sums up today. Godspeed.